First of all, I'd like to say I'm very proud that my friend asked me to introduce him today. I said you should pick Coach Schiller, but said it wasn't available. Apparently that's not true. So today we're really not just honoring the Servite athletes, but we're really great Servite athletes, but we're really honoring great Servite men, which is what I've heard is the common theme today. It certainly applies to my best friend. Who am I and how do I know Nick? We're buddies since we're 14 years old in the gym at Servite, which, by the way, my real name is William Wallace. I go by Cam my entire life until freshman year at the gym. Coach Tom Toner thought Cam was a girl's name. For the following 4 years, I was Willie Wallace. And I still am to many people in this room. I'll answer to either name. But Nick and I played football together for 4 years at Servite. We were on Curia together. Nick was the star receiver, punt returner, kick returner, hands team. I think he might have been assistant coach, I'm not sure. Guy who marries the hot blonde. I was a linebacker. So anyone here who's a true student of football knows that linebacker is the only position that what you lack in speed, strength, and athletic ability, you can make up with in aggression and intelligence. I didn't really have those either, but I'm fortunate they let me. Thank you, Coach. So why are we honoring Nick today? Well, many people probably know who he is and his accomplishments, but I'm going to say them for him because I know he won't do it in his speech. And, you know, Nick's not a cocky guy. Okay, yeah, he is. You're a little cocky. Okay, so I'm going to do the list of accomplishments for Nick, and since I've known Nick over 25 years, honest, I swear to God, I've never heard him brag. I've never heard him tell a football story. I've never heard him brag about his accolades, and he must have at least Brian Salerno numbers of punt return, kick returns, touchdowns, but I don't think I scored a single touchdown in 4 years at Servite. So I'll try and make it brief. Because today we're not really just talking about football, track, baseball, and athletics. We're talking about champions. We're talking about men who learn how to be champions through athletics at Servite. And not only do these athletes that we're honoring today and the ones that the coaches have honored, but these gentlemen really epitomize the thousands of Servite athletes and champions like myself who've never won these amazing awards yet walk with the pride of Servite and are proud to be Servite Friars. So Nick was All-Andress League first team as a junior, Curia, All-Andress League first team as a senior, Servite MVP, Andress League MVP, All-CIF first team, All-OC Register first team, LA Times Player of the Year, star of the Orange County All-Star football game. So it was shocking to many people when he didn't receive a single Division I or Division II football scholarship. There was we were having some coaching controversies at the time, many of the people here may know about. There were some rumors that Nick was too slow. So now we'll talk about his track career. He was All-Andress League as a junior. He ran the 100, the 4x100, the 440, the 4x440. He was All-Andress League his senior year. He was All-CIF in the 440, the 880. He was CIF champion in the 880. He was number 2 in the state in the 880. It was only the 8th time that he'd run the race. Not bad for a slow guy. He was then voted by his peers as the Servite Athlete of the Year, which I think is quite an accomplishment to be chosen by your own peers and the Servite men for that award. He then accepted a track scholarship to Cal Poly Pomona. He studied landscape architecture. He decided that that was not his passion. He went to play football at Fullerton Junior College. He led his team to the Potato Bowl, which is the championship for Orange County, or for all of California junior college football. He was then recruited by George Allen, NFL legend, to play football at Long Beach State. I don't think it's too much of a reach to think that under different conditions, Nick would have been a star at Division I football and would have even potentially had a chance in the NFL. Steve, you can attest to that, I'm sure. So I'm in a field where I see a lot of people who have lists of accomplishments and things like that, and I interview them for different positions, and I say, great, this is what you've done. What have you learned from it? So I'm going to give you a couple stories about Nick. Loyalty. I don't need to look at my cards to tell you this story. 1999, my mom died of cancer after a long struggle and battle. It was at the time it happened, it was a relief that the suffering was over. I got on the phone and called a lot of my friends, said, hey, just want to let you know my mom passed away. And I go, hey, I'm sorry to hear that. What can I do? How can I help? And things going through my brain, you can't really think or respond. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that you're there. I call Nick. I say, hey, Nick, my mom passed away this morning. Okay, silence on their line. Hello? Nothing there. Nothing. Can I help? What can I do? So, okay, he's distraught as well. I go on another phone call. Open my door, Nick pops in. He goes, okay, what do we need to do? What needs to be done? Well, you have relatives flying in. What do we got to do? So he just stepped in, started cleaning up my house, started taking phone numbers, and basically took care of all my relatives coming in and out, drove everybody, organized everything, and that describes Nick. He's the kind of guy that doesn't ask what he can do, how can he help. He just kind of shows up at your door, walks in, starts doing things. He's a great athlete, but he's a better friend. Honor. Nick's a firefighter for LA County. Every day he leads a group of men currently in the fires, protecting the rest of us, our structures, our households, things that are important to us. He honors his family, his wife Lisa, his mom, his dad, his two boys right here, Hudson and Dalton, in the way that he carries his life, he carries himself. When he comes home, he works on the house, he does architecture and rebuilds his house, and he's working on his pool for about 7 years now. I don't know when you're going to invite me over to swim that thing. Hopefully after there's water in it. But, he doesn't go out with his buddies, doesn't go on guy trips, he doesn't go golf, and doesn't go to the driving range. Which, by the way, if he's in your foursome at the Legends of Servite, is not necessarily a good thing.
As he said, we've grown up together a lot, and we've been through some very difficult times and some great times. Sometimes we will not talk to our children at all about. But you've inspired me to, be successful, and you've been an incredible friend, and I can't say enough about you. With you, you give me strength, and just to thank you for everything that you've done and looking out for my family. I owe you huge. My wife Lisa, I'm in love with you as much as I was the day I asked you to marry me, and you've given me 2 beautiful children, and it's corny, but you do make me a better man, and I love you very much, and just thank you for everything. My 2 little men, my anchors. By the way, they're shy. Yeah, they're 2 incredible boys. Very proud of both of them. Groomed them for Servite, so. At Servite, I had the privilege of playing for some great coaches. Jamie Sandoval's in the back. He was my track coach. Where is he? Coach Sandoval, take a bow. Now, you got to understand, to be a good track coach, you've got to motivate somebody to run around a track in circles all day long. It kind of gets monotonous. And he would always motivate me. He'd always be out there pushing me. And he'd always be dangling that state championship carrot in front of me. And he knew exactly what to do to motivate me. And I appreciate that. And, we made it to the state together. And, thank you for everything that you did for me. And I still talk about you, and I will never forget you. Coach Toner. What can you say about Coach Toner? Here it comes. Got a funny story. Freshman year, summer football. Those of you had the honor of playing for Coach Toner. In the beginning of summer football, we had the mile that we were getting timed in, and we're running that, and I'm going to prove myself here. I'm going to show them what kind of an athlete I am. And first lap, hauling butt, pass everybody. Second lap, still passing everybody. All of a sudden, third lap, monkey jumped on my back. So now, the back stretch, nobody can see me, start walking. So, get around probably that down at the bottom, start running again, and he doesn't say anything to me. He doesn't tell me my time, nothing. Go around, finish the jog in the 4th lap, everybody passes me. So I have to go and record times. He calls out, the time. So Coach Dorner, I don't even remember what my time was. It was horrible. And oh yeah, Mr. Haiduc. Yeah, I get my face real red right now, but I'm afraid I'll bagel myself and pass out. Quitter! Quitter! That's what you're doing. No, quitter! So he's yelling at me. Now I'm labeled a quitter. So God, I can't have that. Well, we end up. I am going to tell the story about the fire that I almost died in, and the only reason because it's important, because Servite taught you to be a champion. It taught you to push yourself. Taught you to never quit. I remember showing up to summer football, having my parents bring me an hour early so I could go run around this track so I wouldn't get tired when we were running later. Yeah. So, anyway, with the, it's just been ingrained in me, never quit. I might change my mind, but I'm not going to quit. So, in this fire, we got dispatched to a commercial building fire. And to make a long story short, we took in an attack line. And this was pretty well involved in the back. We got in, and we had the fire phenomenon called flashover. And that's where the smoke and everything in the building reaches an ignition temperature, and everything ignites, and it's a fireball. And I was in this building, and I got blown off my feet. I got blown into a wall. I went back to the hose line, and the hose line was gone. They saw it flashing and started pulling out the hose line. Everybody kind of panicked. Well, at that point, my life flashed before my eyes. And I know that sounds funny, but it's the truth. My wife, my son, who was 3 at the time, my wife was 3 months pregnant. And today I can still just feel it. And stuff that happened from my crew, letting my crew down. And this is a millisecond. I had 1,000 images go right through my head. And all of a sudden, one of the images, quitter! and I remember, all this, and I had a couple more things go through my head again, and like, quitter! So, I got my wits about myself, and everything was on fire. I could feel I was burning, and I just, I made my way, and I with divine intervention, he has a plan for me. And, I made my way out, and I got out. And, but that's something that, Servite has instilled in me, and, I never quit. I try to carry that in my everyday life. The things that we learned at Servite, the things that we've done, I try to take that and the team concept and working together, whether it be at home, being a good father, a great husband, right? Or a good fire captain. All of these things I've tried to take hold of, and I've tried to, do the same thing and just use that foundation that I had, and Servite gave me that. And I just want to thank the Servite family, and thanks to the committee and for everybody tonight who prepared the meals. And I'm very honored and very humbled, and thank you very much.